Here's the thing, some people seem to have a very natural ability to relate to their boss. They may even become friends and they have no problem navigating the hierarchies in their organization. And other people, they struggle. Whether you belong into the first or the second category, maybe you think that there is something that you can do better to relate to those above you in the organization and accelerate your career. And actually, you are absolutely right. You will accelerate your career if you apply the two key components that I'll point out here in this video.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
Hi everyone, my name is Kai, and here on Crosswinds Pilot I talk about business advice and leadership skills for visionaries so that they can discover their freedom. Now then, if you Google why is managing up so important in an organization, you'll get a long list of search results. And I looked through all of them and I noticed that there are so many different aspects that people go into, giving you tips about how to manage your boss and your employees and the people around you. And you can very easily get lost in those details. So what I want to do today is just focus on two key aspects. And if you do those two key aspects, you will be very successful managing up and managing across. So let's see what's what. Oh, and by the way, of course, those two components can have many different aspects around them that you can relate to, and they may differ from organization to organization. They may differ with your or your boss's personality type, and I'll give you a few examples of those as well. But make no mistake, if you just focus on the two aspects that I'll outline right now, you will win. You will gain the respect of those around you. And the second, by the by, is of course, if you do enjoy this type of content and if you want to learn more about business advice and leadership skills, consider subscribing, because here on Crosswinds Pilot, I will make sure that every single Tuesday I'll give you the latest tips from my experience and what I have learned over the last 25 years it is now. So here we go then. Number one, deliver phenomenal results. Yeah, that's right. I'm telling you to actually put in the hard work. There is no rubbing the back of somebody or becoming friends of somebody. Deliver exceptional results. It's the most straightforward path to success. It's the most straightforward path to managing your boss. See, if you deliver on a consistent basis exceptional results, if you go above and beyond what your boss or those around you expect from you, there are two things that happen. Number one, people around you will notice. And even if people in your organization or even if your boss doesn't notice, people in the industry, people in other companies will. And the second thing that happens is that you will develop very specific skills. With every single assignment that you do, wherever you produce those phenomenal results, there is something you will learn. There is some skill that you will take away and that you can apply again and again and again. Even if in the organization that you're in, nobody notices, you still have those skills. You can still take those skills, and if it's necessary, you can take them somewhere else. By the way, you will also notice that if you on a consistent basis need to deliver exceptional results, it involves the help of others. So whether you want it or not, whether you think about it or not, you will notice that you have to go to people around you. You have to get them to buy into your vision. You have to get them to help you. And you know what? This is how you form relationships. And the more relationships you form to people around you or to the people in the hierarchy above you, the more your boss will notice you. And the more your boss will not have to worry about you and give you much direction, because you already have a proven track record to deliver those exceptional results. Now it's your turn. Write down, ideally in the comment section below, why delivering exceptional results will help you to manage your boss. Your personal perspective, because Well, you have a perspective as well. All the other viewers will be able to see it in the comment section below, and you will be able to help one of our fellow visionaries. Once you have done that, as I promised, there is a second key component. So let's get right to it. Don't be a pain in the backside. I can already hear you shouting and screaming, no, I'm not doing that, and I'm always respectful to my boss, and I respect his time, and all of that. But here are a few examples of that category that you may not have considered. So maybe your boss has to bail you out. What does that mean? Well, maybe he or she has to bail you out because of your personality. Let me give you an example that actually happened to myself. So this was years back, and I had a very good female boss that was overseeing my work, and luckily for me, I have already built a strong relationship with her because I delivered exceptional results. Right. Now, what happened is that some of the colleagues and other departments went to her and they were complaining about me because I was very straightforward. And I wasn't as politically correct as maybe I should have been in that situation. And so she had to go and defend me. And she was quite happy to do that because I had a strong relationship. But of course, it takes a little bit out of that relationship because, well, she has to bail me out. And so we had a long chat about it, and we talked about behaviors and personalities and ways to do it better, and so I went away and did that. But if I had the choice again, well, I probably wouldn't do that, and I probably would consider the things that I'm doing now earlier in the process. So be the same, don't make your boss have to bail you out. Right, here is another one for you. If you mess up, and we all mess up at times, then also fess up. Yeah, I know it sounds a bit cringy and a little bit like a stereotype, but it's a little bit the same as your boss bailing you out. Don't let your boss take the blame for something that you've done or have to go and defend your action for others. So if you messed it up, tell people. Make sure that everybody knows it's you. And you know what? You will get an incredible amount of benefit and an incredible amount of support from your boss in return. It's one of the most effective ways to manage up. And here is actually a third way how you could become a pain in the backside of your boss. And actually, that's one of the things that is very rarely spoken about. And in fact, it is even sometimes encouraged. And what I'm talking about here is the whole topic of work-life balance. And don't get me wrong, I've actually done a video on this over here, so I'll put it on the screen, I put it in the description below. I'm not against work-life balance at all. But what I'm saying is take responsibility for that yourself. What I see sometimes and what can be incredibly frustrating if you are the boss is if you act entitled to have a work-life balance. If you ask your boss to sort things out or to figure things out. And that's not his job, so don't do that. You can have a great work-life balance by delivering results, by avoiding not to be a pain in the backside towards your boss. And in return, you probably get a lot of freedom in your work. So with that topic sorted out yourself, and if you need to, please watch the video that I've done on that, and don't be entitled. Here is the funny thing, if you do those two things, those two key components of managing up, there is something interesting happening also to the people around you. They are noticing that you are a person of integrity. You are a strong performer, you deliver results, and you don't take advantage of your now good relationship with your boss. Right then, when you do find those kind of tips helpful, then please consider subscribing because, as you know, here on Crosswinds Pilot, I will share leadership tips and business advice every single week. Now, that's my vision, to bring those kind of tips to everyone who wants it and needs it. And if you want to support that vision, you can actually do that very easily. Hit the like button. Here is what happens. If you do, YouTube will show this video and many other videos to people like yourself, to visionaries who want to implement their ideas, put them into practice, and just look for the latest tools to do so. So let's do this together. Hit the like button, consider subscribing, and also if you want to listen to a few more tips and tricks on leadership, I've just recently done a video on leading without a title or leading without authority. I'll link it here. Click on this, watch it as well. I will see you over there, or I will see you in the next video.